All right, hey again, everyone. Good to see you. Look, I gotta tell you, that last intro seemed like Mr. Mopey there for a minute. Hey y'all, good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Let's continue with our discussion about narcissism and what's going on in our society with narcissism. And let me start this conversation over again. Right. So, hey everyone, glad to see you. Welcome to the channel. Let's chat a little bit about this for a moment, okay? Narcissism is the central subject of this channel, and I did mention that I want to expand the topic out and some things that I want to talk about. And there's things that I really want to talk about. I'm not certain that I'm going to be able to bring up. Some things may be of a personal nature or too personal. That if I can relay these instances and stories to you without jeopardizing myself or anyone else, I will try to do that. But on that note, I think anyone that has a channel like this that's on narcissism, they've probably experienced it from someone in their life at some time. Typically, though, it's more than one person, and they have probably been the subject of a narcissist's issues more than once, and probably by more than one narcissist. We tend to make the same choices over and over again until we learn what it is we're supposed to learn. So, with that being said, the issue or the topic that I wanted to discuss today, and it actually does tie into the last video, excuse me, has everything to do with the way narcissists use language and how they weaponize words. The passive-aggressive, I hope you have a good day, when someone's pissed at you and you know they hate your guts, they don't want you to have a good day. That's a prime example. I'm sure you can come up with more than just that one. I remember once I had, actually the person that told this to me I don't believe that they're a narcissist, but they are married to a narcissist that I know that was busy smearing my name at the time. And this person was extremely angry with me, and I'm going to tell you, without any reason or any cause except for what they had been told. And the son of a bitch actually had the nerve to tell me, "I hope God does His will in your life." The guy didn't mean that at all. He didn't mean anything good by that. He meant that he hoped that I was destroyed, that I was hurt in some way or another. And being as slow as I am about these things at the time, I knew it didn't sound right, but it took years before I revisited these conversations to realize that people don't always mean what they say. God damn, imagine that. People say things that they don't mean, and it only took me half a century to figure this stuff out, right? Anyway, I'll never forget that. The triangulation, the smear campaign, and how this person was used as a flying monkey. They didn't have any idea what was really happening, nor did they have any idea what they were saying at the time, that they really had wished that something bad would happen to me. So the narcissist, and even people who aren't narcissistic, can weaponize words. So when someone tells you to have a good day and they hate your guts, you know that they don't want you to have a good day. Another thing that these fuckers do, man, is this like information blackmail. That's another thing that I wanted to talk to you about. So if they're using words against you or weaponizing words in how they form or craft things to you, so that they can manipulate you or move you in some direction or other, which is, everything's a commercial. Everything is propaganda with them. It's nothing that ever comes out of a narcissist's mouth is ever direct or transparent. There's always something behind it. That's just what they do. They have no other MO except to move the people around them into the directions that they want. That's it. It doesn't go any further than that. It sounds simple, but they can make it extremely complicated. So, on the flip side of weaponizing words, is the information blackmail, where they won't give critical information to their victim. The example that I have of this, some people had tried to contact me several times that had that could have been beneficial for me. The narcissist that was the gatekeeper to those phone calls never told me. Actually, they didn't, not never told me. They didn't tell me for 4 years. That's what it was. So 4 years later, that this person was trying to contact me. It could have been beneficial for me. They didn't tell me for 4 years. So, as you can imagine, the what could have been a completely different situation, or been a beneficial situation, was obviously expired after 4 years. And that's not the first time that had happened. It happened before. So not only do they twist language when they're talking to you, not only do they have double meanings, because it keeps them in the position of power over you for this situation. They will withhold information as well. So they're very skilled at both of those things, which is, well, what can you say? I mean, is that something that you would do to someone? No. Typically, if someone needs to get a hold of someone, I would probably make sure that those people got a hold of each other, not to have this information blackmail that I was so used to dealing with. So, looking back, if you're dealing with these monsters, and that's what they are. These people, they're not even fully human. They really are. If you're dealing with them, besides being gaslit and besides being lied about, they're manipulating the information around you all the time. And especially if you're deferring to these people, if they're a spouse or if they're a parent, and who would think that a parent would do anything like that? You know, that parents would do this to their kids. But if you have a narcissistic parent or parents, they're probably doing it or have done it many times, and you wonder why you just can't win. You know, I was around a group of these people, and you wondered. You always knew something was wrong. You always knew that something just wasn't quite right with the situation, but they were your parent, they were your mother or your father or your wife. You know, you just knew something, or the mother of your wife. Well, I wouldn't go that far. That mothers-in-law probably aren't, typically aren't. Well, let's just say that there's a lot of memes and discussion about that particular group of our society. But let's just say that that's people that were close to us, that they throttle the information around us so that we're not able to make proper decisions. Not only do they do that with the information that they have with other people, but they do that with their own information. So you're never really quite close to these people. You never really quite get to know exactly who they are until the mask slips, until you do something that they don't like, or until they found better supply, and then you get to see how vicious and fucking nasty they are when the mask slips and they begin to really tear you down, you know, because that's what it is. It's a giant tear down. If you have been around someone for years and years and years, and you're constantly trying to appease them, or you know, even just a pat on the back, a kudos, you know, some sort of positive interaction, and they either react negatively or they don't react at all, which is just as bad. The silent treatment that they give you when you've done something that's good for them, good for anyone, good for both of you, doesn't matter. They're going to throttle all the information. They're going to gaslight you. They will twist the terms. They will craft words to maneuver and manipulate. That's all they do. You know, it's really sad that it's sad that I spent so much time with these people without knowing what it is that they do. I really had just zero idea what was going on. But once you figure it out, and once you know what they've done, and you start to move away from them, things get infinitely better, I can tell you that. So anyhow, I hope someone found some use in that discussion today. I'll try to make some more. Like I said, I want to expand to some other, to expand the discussion beyond just, focused right exactly on narcissism. So anyway, hope you found that helpful. I'm glad to see everyone again, and I hope to see y'all again real soon. Thanks.